Hello my beautiful friends. It's been a hot minute. I don't even know when my last video was, but it's been a lot of months, that's all I know. But I always go to this. I've been on YouTube since 2015 and I always do these like sporadic disappearance and then I come back, so I'm like, oh my god, I miss YouTube so much. So I'm not gonna ramble because I don't think anybody cares. We're all here to see my June TBR. And I have a lot. A lot of them I don't physically own. They're just like books I'm gonna be reading on my Kindle. I have literally like 4 or 5 here that I have owned, and then the rest I will like just put up here. But I have quite a few, but I do read a lot. I am gonna be filming right after this my May wrap up, and I read 26 books in May, and so I do read a lot, so my TBR is quite long because of that. And usually there, because on my book club on Discord, we buddy read a lot, and I have one specific friend that she definitely like reads at my pace, so we just kind of read non-stop together. And a lot of these are buddy reads, but books I definitely have been wanting to read. So I'm gonna just run through our list of books. I'm thinking for next month to make it a little more exciting, because it's not exciting if I'm just reading off a bunch of books that I want to read, but I'm thinking of bringing back the TBR jar. We'll see. If anyone has any prompts for me, please leave them in the comments, because I will need them, because I have to create one. I don't even know what happened to my last TBR jar. I think I finished it, and that was probably like the last like video I made. But yeah, so really quick, again, I've been on YouTube for a long time. If you don't know me, my name is Deja Day, whatever you want to call it, but I am just mood reading. I start off very much as a mood reader, but I've gotten like used to just like reading lots of books. I think I have become a big fan of buddy reading, so whenever somebody wants to read something with me, like I'm like, let's do it, like we can start right now. So that's pretty much my vibes are like, if you want to buddy read a book, I'm down to do it. I still very much mood read. I do read about like 4 books at a time, because I still am a mood reader, so I do usually read like a fantasy book, a romance, a thriller, and maybe like a dark romance or something all at once, so that I have like one of each genre that I really love, so that whenever I'm in the mood to read that, I have something to read. And that's pretty much it. I know my lighting is not great. I'm working on getting a new camera. I don't know how my sound is. It's been a hot minute since I did it, but I was just like, let me not come up with excuses, and like, let's just film a video. Give me some time. If you're new here, please subscribe, because things will be getting better. I will be moving in a few months, so that'll play a big part in everything. Because where I'm at is in my loft area where all my books are at, and there is no windows here, so I'm working off a light that is kind of like my reading light lamp thing, whatever. And so that's our lighting. So bear with me as we readjust back into the YouTube world and get things back together. So with that being said, I am going to read off my very long list of my June TBR. I am very much a fantasy girly, so a lot of them are probably going to be more fantasy. Last month was very much fantasy heavy, so I tried to like make sure I incorporated a mix of things. I don't think I have many thrillers on here, if any at all. I have one that I have no clue what it's about. It sounds like a thriller, not sure, but yeah, so this is where I just kind of throw random books in there, because I do like reading thrillers at nighttime. So my first book I want to read is House of Bane and Blood. I've seen this, I think it was on Rachel's channel on Raven Hair Reader. She talks about this. I'm not sure if she read it, but usually if she mentions a book that she wants to read, I like instantly add it to my TBR because we have very much similar taste in books and I trust her opinion. So House of Bane of Blood. The next one I have is actually a physical book I do own. I have Destructively Mine by Krista and Becca Ritchie. If you don't know them, they wrote the Addicted series. They are writing a new series. The first one is Dishonestly Yours, which I have, and I read that, and surprisingly I really liked it. It's about like a family of con artists and everything, and the daughter and her best friend want to like leave that life of being a con artist because her parents were in the life, and she just wants to like start a new life and be normal and be a good person. And so she escapes, and like they're trying to start this new life somewhere. And then the first book leaves off of like, I don't think this is a spoiler, but the first book leaves off on a cliffhanger. I don't want to say it because then I'm not sure if that's considered a spoiler for anyone that might want to read it. So, but it leaves off on a cliffhanger, and I was dying to read it. I don't know why I haven't. Maybe because I just haven't bought it on my Kindle yet, and I've been very much heavy on my Kindle reading. So next I have Immortal Dark. I was actually supposed to read this last month on a buddy read, but I don't know what happened. We just both didn't get to it. So I still do want to read this month. I remember when it first came out, like everyone was talking about it, and it sounds really good. And I love me a dark fantasy romance. Is that what this is? I don't even know. But I just love anything like dark, gothic-y, fantasy, even romance. I love gothic romance. Like I love just dark aesthetic. So I think this will be a good time. So that's definitely one I'm looking forward to. So on to the next one. Again, I don't have a lot of these, so I'm reading them off. But the next one is Kiss of Basilic. You know, for a long, literally this whole time I thought it was Kiss of the Basilic, whatever. I have that one. Also got from from Rachel. She mentioned it. I think she read it recently in one of her more recent videos. I think she's like doing a reading vlog on it. So I'm excited to read that one. Also a new release, 2 new releases, 3 new releases I have are The Night and the Moth by the same author who wrote One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Two Twisted Crowns. So I am very excited for that one. I almost got it the other day, but again, I've been so heavy on my Kindle that I really haven't been buying a lot of books like I used to, because before I was strictly a physical book girly, and now I'm very much Kindle. So I be going through my own eras. So right now it's just Kindle, so I don't like care to buy a book. Like if I see it, depends how I feel, I might not get it. And then the second new release is The Curse of Carved in Bone, which is the second book to A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. And I love this. I'm pretty sure I gave this a 5-star, if not like a 4, 4.5. But I love this. The cliffhanger at the end was so good. So I definitely am looking forward to reading that. And then the third new release is The Love Haters. If I'm not is that by Catherine Center? I can't remember because there's so many like new romances coming out. Or is that, what's her name? I can't remember her name to save my life. Who wrote like Summer Romance or something like that? Bro, I cannot remember. My brain's everywhere. But Love Haters. Another one I want to read is 7 Days in June. I can't remember where I heard this book from, but I also seen it on my Kindle and I read a little bit. I try to always go into my books blind. I feel like you get the best experience of just like going through the ride of emotions and just the good storyline when you just go in completely blind. But I did read a little bit of the synopsis in the back, and I remember it sounded pretty good, and I was like, oh, this is very interesting. And I don't know why I don't remember what it was about now, but I do remember when I read it, I was like, oh, that's not what I thought it was gonna be about. So I added that to my TBR also because it's 7 days in June. It's June. And I don't know. I just felt like it was a good vibes for the month. So another one is Book Lovers. So here's my thing with Emily Henry. I don't like any of her books. Not any, but I don't like most of her books. A long time ago, I tried reading People We Meet on Vacation, I think it was, and I did not like it. I think I DNF'd it. Then I read Funny Story, and I loved that so much. It was so good. So recently, me and one of the girls in my book club, Karina, we read, what did we read? Beach Read? Yeah, Beach Read. And that was okay. Oh no, did we read Beach Read? We read her newest book, Great Big Beautiful Life. I call it the Great BBL because why is it so long? I did not really enjoy that either. It was very slow, wasn't like too interesting for me. But we hear constantly, we're seeing TikTok videos of everyone saying how Book Lovers is like their top tier favorite Emily Henry book. So we decided we're gonna give that one a shot, and that was gonna be our last Emily Henry book. Next I had Goldfinch in the Plated Prisoner series. I believe it's the last book in the series. And then I'm finally completed with that series, and I absolutely love the series so much. Like, that is a 5-star series for me. The books are, all of them are so good, and I just love the characters, the worlds. I just love everything about the Plated Prisoner series. So if you haven't read that, please do. The series is so good. Next I had First Time Caller, which I actually read yesterday and I finished it. And I really enjoyed that one. I also have It's a Love Story. Or is that by, I don't know why I want to say Rachel Mahogany something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting mixed up with all these romance authors. But it's a love story that's also a new release coming. And then I have Amid Clouds and Bones. I don't remember what made me want to read this, but I seen it on my Kindle the other day and I was like, oh, I remember telling myself I wanted to read this previously. So I just added it back in my TBR. And then I have, you can't see it because it's all the way on the top of my shelf, but I have some like mangas and manhwas I absolutely love. And I started reading Spy Family, and so I read volume 1. I'm trying to get to read volume 2. My next one is Shield of Sparrow, which I feel like everybody and their mama has read or wants to read this, and I hear it's amazing. They're already making, you know, an on-screen adaptation to it before it even came out. I actually am currently reading this. I'm not that far in. I'm like 25-30% of the way in. I have God of Pain, which I also have. I read book 1 with the Discord group. I didn't really get attached to the characters, but I think the way we set it up, we're only like reading a couple chapters every week, and I can't read like that. I have to like binge stuff, so I didn't really enjoy it. So me and Karina are planning to read this as well, and I'm hoping that because me and her read at the same speed, I will be able to get attached to these characters and really enjoy the book. Next I have Consider Me by BACKK. I really should have wrote authors on here, but it's like I know what I'm talking about, so I thought that was good enough. But BACKK something, BACKK something. Consider Me, but I think it's like hockey romance if I'm not mistaken. And then I have Wedding People, Twice in a Blue Moon by Kristen Lauren, I believe is her name. I can't really remember. She wrote she's the same author as Love in Other Words, I believe. And then I have 13th Child, which is the one that it sounds like a thriller, and I'm not sure if it is. Don't have a clue what it's about, but Karina wants to read it, so I added it to my list. Then I have, I'm trying to continue the series of Blood and Ash along with Flesh and Fire. I am tandem reading them. So next for me is Light in the Flame. I don't know how I'm feeling about where it's going right now. I don't really care for the Flesh and Fire series. I love Blood and Ash series, but the whole Flesh and Fire break between Blood and Ash and like those characters is making me detached from the series in general, which I'm not loving because I do love the series. I have special editions of the series and I love it so much. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And next I have My Friend by Frederick Bachman, and I'm actually currently reading that as well. I don't know how far I am into it, maybe 20%. And then last I have, okay, update, my camera died, charged it for 10 minutes and we're back because I was pretty much done filming the video. So here we are. I was pretty much done filming. I was trying to finish with releasing 10. Yeah, I was trying to say that I didn't really need to explain because everybody who lives and breathes knows about the Tom and Boy series and the new release that we finally got. So that's my last on my list. So I literally just wanted to close out the video. That was it. Hi, I'm back just to say bye. So yes, I want to thank you, one, if you made it this far in this video. If you have, please put a crown emoji because we have a lot of beautiful reads this month, and I'm excited, and you guys are all queens. So put the crown emoji if you made it this far into the video, and please give this video a thumbs up to help a girl out, being that we're trying to revive my channel again. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you were already subscribed, I promise I will be back with videos more consistently. My children are, it is literally the second week of summer break, but my kids are all going to school. I always homeschool my kids, but as they get a little bit older, I will let them go to school. So my youngest I still always had with me, but she will now be going into regular public school this upcoming school year. So I will be free for the first time in 9 years. So I will definitely be posting more videos consistently, taking you guys with me. I think we're hopefully, I mean, we're moving, but you know, we will be having like a new book setup. We will be having the journey of moving. Hopefully we get to go on a vacation this summer. I will take you guys with me. We gotta pick out some books to take with us this summer break, vacation break, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you were already subscribed, if you're new, I appreciate if you subscribe and just continue to support the channel and coming back for all the new content and videos I will be bringing to the channel. So I will see you guys in the next video.